there, I'm Peggy, and I welcome you to our kitchen. And it is summertime, and we have the abundance of fruits and vegetables all across this great land. And today, we have somebody very special here. We have our South Carolina watermelon queen, and Brooke Allender is here with me, and we're so delighted to have you.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, you guessed it, watermelon. And there's nothing better in the summertime. It's just so special. And it is one of the great crops that South Carolina produces. And we have some terrific recipes, and we're just going to have a good time. Welcome, Brooke.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is great fun, and everything looks so pretty.
We've got a nice display, and of course, everything is watermelon.
Oh, I know. And you know, we live in a world where you can get watermelon all year long, but it never quite tastes the same as in the summertime.
It's not near as sweet. Not near as sweet.
No. So, and you graduated from the University of South Carolina in the upstate?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
recently.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, you brought along some breakfast ideas.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think that's, a lot of times, you know, you can't get your children to eat breakfast, or everybody's kind of rushing out the door. This is something easy, and it's good for you.
It is great for you. It is a great summertime snack, great breakfast, and like you said, a lot of children, you know, it's hard to get a good breakfast in the morning, so the watermelon is really beneficial for the children. It gets some nutrients back in their body. It does contain your vitamin A and C, and it's a lycopene leader. So it's tasteful, and they don't even realize how good it is for you.
Now this is called the watermelon breakfast, a go-go.
Recipe, that's right.
And I don't think you have to be a child. I think I could do this too. It looks.
I think we all can.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get started. It is similar to a parfait. So we're going to start with a half a cup of granola.
And this is just any kind of granola you happen to like.
Well, it is, and this actually in particular is low-fat granola.
Okay.
So we've got to stay on that health
right.
kick. So it is our low-fat granola.
So that's a half a cup.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So we've got our half a cup of granola. We're just going to put it all in there. All right. And then we're going to start with our...
And you stress the low fat.
Low fat. Everything is low fat on the table. So
this is low fat banana yogurt.
It is low fat banana yogurt.
And you have 5 ounces. It says here.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if somebody didn't want the banana, they could use just plain or vanilla.
They could use vanilla, you know, just whatever you like to taste.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do a layer of the granola as well as a layer of the vanilla yogurt. Now, you could repeat the recipe and do multiple layers like displayed on the table here in front of us. And that way it's similar to that parfait, and like you said before, it's a great breakfast, but it's also a lovely dessert.
Well, we're going to show that, and it could be a dessert. That is so pretty, too. It's colorful.
Simple. It is. It's colorful. It's simple.
This is something that your kids could make themselves. How about that?
And it's something fun for the family, you know, and it's, like I said before, it's a great summertime snack, great little appetizer, something great by the pool, even.
Okay, I'm going to put this over here.
Let's put that over there if you don't mind. And we are going to top it off with a little bit of watermelon on top.
Okay. Now you've got, it says here, what? A fourth of a cup? Three-fourths of a cup?
A fourth of a cup. Now, like I said before, I just layered this one. It's just the one recipe. Now, if you repeated the recipe, you could actually do the granola, the watermelon, or the granola, the yogurt, and then the watermelon, and then repeat it. But here today, we've just got your granola, your yogurt, and then your watermelon.
And that is a nutritional breakfast.
It's a great breakfast. It is great. Like I said before, it does have your vitamins in it that you often don't realize or you often don't get. So like I said, it's a great summertime snack and great snack for the children as well as the whole family.
Now that's the same thing down there.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Well, this is the parfait, and I said to Brooke, that to me looks like an elegant dessert.
It is, and it could be an elegant dessert.
Yeah, so you could do it either way.
You could.
You can't lose with that.
No, you can't. You can't. So.
And you told me that the watermelon, you're working with the schools and universities.
We are
providing watermelon for
We are. This year we are running on the platform that watermelon fuels athletes. So we are really stressing the health factors of watermelon. Like I said before, getting those nutrients back in your body, getting that vitamin A and C and the lycopene, because watermelon is a lycopene leader. So it's good for blood flow, it's good for inflammation in the muscles. So we are working in conjunction with some of the schools recently. We have gone to an elementary school for their field day where we have provided watermelon slices for the children. You know, in that hot sun, they really need those nutrients back in their body. We have also recently attended the Cooper River Bridge Run where we handed out watermelon to 40,000 runners as well as spectators. And of course, we didn't have time to slice all that because it was very quick. So they were pre-packaged in containers, cubes. So we handed those out. And then we also attended the Beaufort 5K run where we sliced the watermelon and handed those out to the runners as well as spectators.
But this is a real plus for athletes.
It is. We are also working in
Is that what you're talking about?
The platform right here, the sign, the watermelon fuels athletes.
May I pick one of these?
Yes, ma'am.
I know, I don't want to spoil your beautiful display.
No, and this is what she has right now is our watermelon puree.
It's a drink.
So it is a drink, and it's really, really good. There's been recent research shown that says that watermelon puree is just as effective as some of the leading sports drinks.
So all you do is just cut up watermelon
Cube your watermelon, put it in a blender, and puree it. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it's amazing that it's just as effective.
You know, if your kids are out running around and they come in from the pool or exercise or whatever, don't give them junk. Don't give them colas. Get something like this.
Watermelon puree.
You know, this is, that's so pretty.
And
but
like
you know,
you said,
probably an athlete would have it in a paper cup, but that's okay too.
And like you said before, you know, we are also teaming up with some of the colleges to provide them watermelon after their practices. So like the big universities, their football teams are Clemson, are Carolina, Presbyterian, and we also are working close with the Citadel to provide them watermelon after each of their practices, you know, to see how that really is effective, you know, the watermelon slices and the watermelon puree.
Yeah. And if you're someplace else other than South Carolina, you can do the same thing with your schools, you know. So now you brought another recipe that you want to share with us.
Let's put this to the side if you want to put that over there, and I'm going to grab the rest of
I'm almost going to have to nibble on that.
We've got some time.
But really, it's important to think about, and especially if you have children. I mean, this is something they could do themselves.
All right. Let's put this over here.
And what do you call this?
So this is on the back side of your card, your recipe card.
This is the salsa.
This is our watermelon fire and ice salsa.
Now, can you make this ahead of time?
You can make this ahead of time, and we actually have several displays in the front. You serve it with tortilla chips, and this is actually one of my favorite recipes. It kind of gives you that sweet and spicy flavor, just a little kick, and it's just as good as, you know, the regular salsa, but it's
so if
very
you have,
refreshing.
You know, family and friends over in the backyard of the whatever this summer, this is a great recipe. Okay.
Very good recipe.
Watermelon fire and ice salsa.
Okay, so let's get started. We're going to get started with our 3 cups of watermelon. And I'm going to put it just in this bowl over here.
And all you've done, you know, is just cut it up in tiny pieces.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you take the seeds out.
And this is actually a seedless watermelon.
Okay, yeah,
Seedless
they do exist.
They do exist, and they are very popular. No one wants to fool with the seeds anymore. I'm going to hand you the lid as well.
Okay.
All right. And this is just, you know, chopped watermelon. It is seedless watermelon. So then you've got a few more ingredients. So we went ahead and we've mixed this up. This is a combination of half a cup of green peppers, 1 tablespoon of green onions, 1 tablespoon of jalapeno pepper, and 1 tablespoon of diced cilantro.
Okay, and you've done that ahead of time.
We went ahead and did that ahead of time to save a little time. Let's put that over there.
So she has 3 cups of de-seeded chopped watermelon. And I'm going to read this, and then you have a half a cup of diced green peppers. And you have a tablespoon of diced cilantro and a tablespoon of diced green onion. So you can understand why they call this
Fire and ice.
ice. Yeah, yeah.
And then we're going to finish it up with 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
Oh, now wait a minute. Where we left out the peppers, didn't we?
The peppers were already in. They were already in combination.
Okay.
So we had all of those.
You have the diced peppers in there as well.
We've got the diced peppers, the cilantro, and the green onion, as well as the cilantro.
Okay, and then you're going to add to that.
We're going to finish it off with 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Lime juice makes anything delicious. All right.
Now you want to mix that up.
And
now this is something, if you could make it ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator.
It's actually best if you go ahead and make it and then you let it refrigerate for about an hour. I actually made this recipe yesterday at home. We had people coming over and we've got a pool at the house, so I thought, you know what, this would be awesome. Let's try this. And I actually added, it's not on this card, but you can add garlic powder. I actually added a hint of onion salt to mine.
Okay.
So it gives it just an extra flavor.
A little bit, but this is the basic recipe.
And
then if you want to put something else in there, you can.
You can.
But it's colorful. It's good for you. I mean, how could you go wrong?
And it's refreshing. Watermelon is 92% water. So when you are out in that hot sun, you're just dehydrated. So, if you don't want to, grab a cup of water, get some salsa, get some watermelon salsa, and that'll get you some hydration back in your body as well.
I love your enthusiasm. That's beautiful.
It is. It makes it beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So you have it down here already.
I do.
We have chips, and it's all on display.
Right.
Gives you some ideas how you can serve it.
Just use some tortilla chips. That's how I like it. Now you could, use it other ways. Some people like it just by itself, but I personally like it with the tortilla chips.
Yeah. All right. Now let me just say, if you would like these, thanks to our watermelon queen, Brooke Allender, you are welcome to these, and they're free. And all you have to, if you can send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, that really helps. And we need the number. The number of this recipe is 838. Send us an envelope with your name and address, and we will put this card in there, and you can enjoy watermelon with your family and friends all summer long. Well, probably any time, but in the summertime is the best time. And we'd love to share that with you. And also, you can click on peggydenny.com, and we'll post it. So now we're going to go to a quick break and come back, so stay with us.